Hello, this is shockerdrone 911 on my part 5, my NES collection, and some of my thoughts on the games. Before I do that, though, I'd like to thank Noel3200 for hitting me up on the YouTube world and subscribing to me. It was pretty cool that he mentioned my name and that people should check out some of my things. So I thank him for that right there. And I did subscribe to you, man, just to let you know. Now, let's get started. My first game is Light Force. Now, this game is pretty good. It's not my favorite or anything like that. I just gotta say it's alright game. It's pretty much like a game of Abadox in a way. It's kind of looks like you're inside some type of a monster or something like that, just like Abadox. But if you like a good shooter game, I suggest you probably get a Light Force. It's also made by Konami. I don't know why it reminds me so much Contra though, even though it's by Konami. But if you like Abadox or any type of shooter games, I suggest you probably should pick Light Force. My next game though is the one I just mentioned, Abadox. Now this game is a bitch to even beat. For example, if you die in a certain spot, let's give an example of the second stage, and you got all your good weapons, then you die in the second stage and you're back to that puny beam of a weapon. Now that is a bitch right there to get through with that little weapon. I can't even get through the second stage without equipping so much of artillery to even get past the second stage and go up to the third stage. But this game is pretty cool though. Like I said with the other one, Light Force, it's pretty much like you're you are going inside of a planet that's alive, I think, and it's pretty cool and gross in a way, which I like a lot about this game right here. But it is hard as hell to even beat it if you die in a certain point and you gotta go back to that puny beaming weapon, little dot thing that comes right out of the gun of yours. But if you like a good challenge, try Abadox right here. My next game is Little Nemo the Dream Master. This game is quite different than a lot of games right here. For starters, instead of a weapon that you go out and beat bad guys with, you're actually tossing candy. Now I thought that was kind of corny in a way, but it's alright game. And once you get on further to the advanced level, you notice that there is no bosses for the longest time until you get to the last stage. There's like 3 bosses in one stage, and if you die, let's say in the second part of the stage, you got to go all the way back to I think chapter 8 or something like that. But this game is it's a pretty challenging game right here. If you like to, there's also I think a cartoon that came out before the game. I believe no, the game came out before the cartoon. I enjoyed this game right here. It was quite different. Instead, like I said too, like without weapons, you have candy. You got to feed it to these certain types of creatures to become one of them to advance to the next stage, and you also got to grab many keys just to advance to the next stage as well in order to even beat the game. But if you like a challenging game it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of different. You don't get to face that many bosses. Pick up Little Nemo's Dream Master right here. The next game is a game I really don't care for. Though it is #1 arcade hit back in the day, it is Rampage. The reason why I don't like this game is that everything in this game looks alike. Hawaii looks like Detroit. Alaska looks like Detroit. Like all the bad projects, it looks like everything is the same damn thing. There's no difference whatsoever. The only thing that's kind of different, the only thing that's a little different when you go into the next stage, like let's say New York, you can see the Statue of Liberty and all that. I think the two towers as well, and that's it. Everything else in this game is a rectangular, not a rectangular, yeah, rectangular building that you got to keep on smashing. That every damn stage has. There's nothing different in every state whatsoever. I suggest that you not even pick this game up. It's just boring, repetitive, same damn thing. Really lame ass ending too. Avoid this game. It's a piece of shit. The next game is Wrath of the Black Manta. This game was actually my first game I have ever owned for the NES right here. I think I did own the Mario Brothers, but the thing is that I don't think it came with it. My dad gave me this game right here. It's not the original game that I first owned though, but this is the first game I ever played on the NES right here. Pretty much in this game you gotta save children that's being abducted for being sold for slavery. Oops. When you get to the last boss though, it's quite interesting how you have to beat him. You gotta beat him in a certain pattern. You just can't hit him. You got to first I think you gotta throw a fireball at him, and if you do something else that's not in the correct order, you gotta start all over again. Everything, not the whole entire game, but you gotta face the boss all over again until you get that pattern right to beat him. It is quite challenging right there, and I had to look that up in order to figure out how to beat the guy right there. But the game is pretty interesting. I think the ninja though was kind of lame though. He had a freaking ass afro and all that. Kind of walked weird and all that, but it's an alright game. It's a playable game. I gotta say it's mediocre at best. Well, that's all I gotta say about this game, but it's an alright game. The next game is another shitty game. It is Friday the 13th. I hated this game right here. With Jason in his pink, not pink, but purple jumpsuit, doing one of these. Trying to hit you and all that. That was so lame. And the music kept on playing over and over again. The same beat again and again and again. And you're like playing as 6 counselors, I think, saving children. I never got through beating this game, but I could not play it no more after that. I think I played like about 20 minutes tops, and I got sick and tired of the game. It just kept on playing that same song over and over again. There's also another problem, like if you're going left, you're sometimes actually going right, which is goddamn confusing. If that Jason meter goes off, and you're going to be pretty much screwed because he's going to kill that kid. The way he also, like I said, with that purple jumpsuit, the way sometimes he attacks looks kind of weird. It's like a Mike Tyson thing, but really crappier. And I got nothing with Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I love that game right there, but it's like a piece of crap where he's doing all of this. You're trying to beat him up and all that. It's so stupid. I suggest that you should avoid this game at all costs. In fact, you should avoid the LJN logo right here for every single game that they made for the NES. Now, when they started doing the Super NESs, it started getting a little bit better. But for the NESs, I suggest that you stay away from this rainbow of doom right here. Well, this is shockerdrone 911 saying, take care of yourself. Please leave some comments, and thank you for watching.